Okay, and welcome back to my hopefully 5 minute breakdowns on what I did this this term, well last term, however the terms work. This was basically for visual effects and procedural generation, which was obviously a subject that I was on. I had a brief to make a earthquake. There were choosable briefs, but this one seemed just the most fun to me, so I went for it. I'm not sure whether I can have a picture of the brief on screen, so I've just gone and talked about what I had to do. Need an environment with two states, normal and damaged. It must have a visible crack in the world because it's an earthquake. The player must be forced to look at it. There must be a VFX solution to hide any mesh swaps and things like that, and should consider elements driven by physics. And I was like, yes, let's go the whole 9 yards with this. So I knocked the three out with one stone. Sorry, not Niagara, that's the particle system. The chaos destruction system, where you can procedurally take meshes, static meshes, and break them up, and you can just throw them around. And this was amazing. This is exactly what I needed. I had something in mind. But first, here was the first demo. I just got a cube, broke it up, shoved a cylinder through it, and wow, it's exploding! Awesome. So, to put it in a more controlled environment, how about I just crack a little bit of the ground and slowly move the orb up? There you go. There's your crack in the world. That's insane. Just easy as. So I was quite happy about that. Um, but also I knew that I could push it further. Because obviously not let's say we're using this in a gameplay segment, which, considering games industry, pretty likely. That's not always going to work. So I added a few more details using, essentially, I went into Substance Designer, Adobe Substance Designer, and I came out with a material, with obviously normal maps on them. So that way, we could add some depth to the floor without actually having to do much. So, oh, there we go. Put all that together, put that on the floor, slow down the breaking of the cube a little bit, and we're getting somewhere. There's crack in the world. There's like destruction because it's an earthquake. So you've got your two states, normal and damaged. We're basically there. So the rest of it, it was just about getting VFX and obviously making the player look at it. So put those two together, VFX and sequencer. And during this project, I found out that Sequencer is in fact an extremely powerful tool. Just the fact that you can call upon events whenever you want in a timeline is great, because if you then add a manager to that, you can have the manager manage the VFX and the spawning of the textures on the floor for the cracking, uh, and then you can have that manager controlled by the sequencer. So, in my whole time of making this, if I don't have it down right now, but if you go into the sequencer, it's one event, one node in there. I put it down, I put the node down, and the manager takes care of everything in one go. So it's all synchronized. So, obviously it said environment, not Unreal Engine Cube in default Unreal Maps. So I went on the asset store because I'm not a modeler. And I found this nice low poly town, which would be perfect for, making the chaos destruction without actually breaking my computer in two, which obviously I need a upgrade for. But this worked perfectly for me. So, how did it look? I chose the gas station because VFX and explosions are cool. I also have a car there, so you can't see some of the errors on the left due to the ground cracking. But after it all, explosion, destroyed environment, ground comes up, so there's a crack in the floor. Brief complete. So, thank you for listening to another short overview of what I did. I hope you found this interesting, and I'll be posting a trailer as we had to produce the trailer for the thing. I'll be producing a trailer on LinkedIn and YouTube directly after this one. So, see you there. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again.